Do you know what time it is? One Piece. You know how to play this soundtrack to start it off. We are talking One Piece today. One Piece. But before that, if you are here because you watch my channel and things like that, I appreciate you. As you notice, I have a haircut. Just to let everyone know, because if you see all my reactions before that, I don't. Which this is recorded the day before it's supposed to come out, which is supposed to be Monday, June 6th is supposed to come out. That's why you guys haven't seen like my haircut in the videos you've seen in my reactions, because those videos were recorded like before, way before, about like a week or two ago. But anyways, today I'm gonna title this video "Let's Talk One Piece," because I want to talk One Piece. I just recently caught up to the manga, and by recently I mean literally Tuesday. So about like literally 5 days ago, I caught up to the manga, chapter 1050. I'm kind of sad because like that's literally I think the end of Wano, at least like the closing chapter, defeat the bad guy type of thing, right? I'm not sure if Big Mom and Kaido will come back. We saw them erupt, but we'll get more into that in a sec. I just want to talk One Piece, my journey on One Piece. As you guys see, I have this hat right here. Yeah, I just want to talk about it because a huge announcement. I am going to start doing reactions to One Piece chapters every week. Obviously, Oda will take breaks, which is I will obviously won't post that week if it takes a break. But I definitely do want to start posting every single week, you know, or whenever it comes out, every chapter I want to react to like live here, because you know I started One Piece about a year ago, like almost a year ago. I started with like the first episode, and then I watched like the first I think 2 or 3, and then I take a break and then watch a little more, take a break, I was very inconsistent the first few months I started watching One Piece, and then one day I just started watching it whenever I remembered to watch it. I was literally like, oh yeah, One Piece, and I watched it and then forgot, like not because it was bad or anything, or I didn't like it. It was just one of those things I just did, you know. I don't really know how to explain it, but yeah, I really like the story, but I didn't know like how intricate and everything it would be, right? You see like it has 1,000 episodes and you're like, whoa, you know what I'm saying? And in those 1,000 episodes, we still haven't seen Shake's fight, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, but a lot of stuff happens, and that's the reason you don't. It's not like, you know, that's obviously in your mind, but there's so much that happens in One Piece that you like kind of forget things that are gonna be brought up in the future, you know what I'm saying? But just talking One Piece, you know, I started my journey, started watching it, and then I got really serious around, I don't even know what arc it was. I think maybe it was Arlong Park, maybe, or maybe Sanji's Barati arc, whatever. But yeah, just that whole thing, I just started getting more into it. Not even more into it. I was already into it, but I just like started watching it more, you know, and I consistently kept watching for a few months. I started watching until I got to like Dressrosa. That's where I kind of fell off consistency wise, but I still like the show, but the pacing, you know, is obviously it's kind of stretched out a bit. Actually, I'll get into that. I started reading the manga of One Piece back in like, I think it was Skypiea. I started doing it. I thought it was the Foxy arc, but it was actually, I think, Skypiea, because I started like looking at or actually maybe it was Alabasta, because I started noticing that they had like filler anime, like when Ace left they counted that as a filler, and I think I looked at it like, why is this filler, you know, what actually happened, because I like to know the correct order of the manga, exactly what happened. Or maybe it was Drum Island. Actually, I don't remember, honestly. I'm trying to like getting these memories in my head, but anyways, I started reading the manga early along watching the anime, you know what I'm saying? So I read like some little information with the manga, and then it started gradually getting more and more as it going on. Especially Fishman Island, and then especially like Punk Hazard, and then especially Dressrosa. Dressrosa is why I literally was like, okay, I'm just gonna read manga only. But then I was like, I kind of felt bad because I like the voice actors and I've been watching it that whole time. So then I went back to it. But then after Dressrosa, I was like, okay, the pacing is kind of, you know, I love the anime, love the shit, but just the amount of time it takes to watch every episode and the pacing of it in general, I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna read the manga. And like, because I like watching just manga, like obviously the anime does stuff better, like with music, making it more dramatic, you know what I'm saying, like really making you feel these emotions with the suspense and stuff like that. But I found reading the manga was just like, it was probably just as enjoyable to me, just because I like just the straight, you know, what happened exactly, everything in order, just things like that, you know. Yeah, anyways, I started reading the manga, and you know, the colored manga on super stuff. Then I started getting to black and white once I got to chapter 9 or something, which is actually kind of recently I got to that chapter. I started, especially these few weeks that happened, I really caught up. Yeah, then on Tuesday, right before me and my friend filmed our podcast where we talked just about One Piece, which will come out this Wednesday, which is June 8th, 2022, we basically just talked all about One Piece theories, blah blah blah. I actually caught up the day before that at night. Finally caught up. I think it's the end of Wano, which is crazy because I know people who have been watching it have been in Wano since like 2019. I think it's definitely the longest arc, but it was a very good arc, and I'm actually gonna get into now more One Piece side of things, right? I've been blabbering. I just want to give a backstory, blah blah blah. I really love the show. I feel like the characters and everything, I love how each character has their own thing to them, and how each character plays a role, you know what I'm saying, in the Straw Hats. I love Luffy's personality. I love like all the Straw. I don't dislike any of the Straw Hats. I feel like they all have like their own personalities to them, things you might not necessarily like about them, but it's realistic, you know, in people. There's no such thing as a perfect person, and I feel like all these members having these flaws, you know, it just adds more to them as people, and you kind of more feel connected with them, you know. But yeah, like I said, I'm going to be do weekly reactions starting with chapter 1051, which will be posted, I'm sure, the same day as this is posted. I just want to release this video, you know, talking my backstory, how I feel, favorite characters, blah, 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 before I start reacting, so you guys get context, you know, because I haven't done reactions for the past 1050 chapters. I want to give my insight on, or how I feel about these characters and everything. Then you'll see my reactions from here on out. And the reason I want to do reactions from here on out is because I love One Piece so much. And I feel like it'd be so cool. Like, I really thought about it. I was like, it'd be so cool to capture, you know, my moments. Because I know it's not done for a while. Probably like 5+ years. So I want to capture my moments, you know, and how and like future stuff that's going to go crazy. Like, I want to just react to it live, especially with you guys. And hopefully I can talk to you guys in the comments and we could all discuss and theorize and all this other things, you know what I'm saying? And then get to the end of One Piece and like really be with this journey for a part of it, you know? Like, I don't know. I think that'd just be so cool to just document my experience with it, especially since I really love this anime, the manga, whatever. I actually do have the first volume right here. I keep my books, I got these off Amazon right here, but first volume. I love the smell of books. I'm not gonna lie, but got my boy Luffy. Fun fact, Shanks was in the first volume if you guys only watched the anime. It's so funny because I always wondered how Luffy got his scar. You know what I'm saying? I thought that would be such a big reveal because I watched the anime at first, and then I got like to chapter 1 again, like just reading chapter 1 or something, and then I realized he literally just stabbed himself, and I was like, okay, that's it. But yeah, beautiful cover, beautiful story. Everything about One Piece is, I don't know, I really love the storytelling, the world building, the character building, and like how everything just ties in nicely with each other, right? Hopefully I explained myself right, because I'm really trying to explain how much I love this show, but also trying to explain like why I want to react to it and everything, because I just really love reacting to things or like seeing reactions as well. But I also just want to like document this journey of like the final days of One Piece, you know what I'm saying? Even though it's, you know, has years to come, but I think it'd be so cool to like, it's so cool being live and like reacting to it live, right? You know what I'm saying? And I just wanted to join the One Piece community, bro. I see RTTV, I watch them react to One Piece all the time. I recently found out about Rogers Base because of them, you know? Like, I just want to be a part of that community. I think it'd be cool. Maybe I can like, you know, talk to them in the future or something about One Piece. Who knows, you know, where my channel will go. But so I'm gonna start with my favorite Straw Hats in order. I'm gonna say that. I wrote it down here. You guys can let me in the comments your favorite moments, things like that. You guys, we could just talk One Piece, you know what I'm saying? So favorite Straw Hats in order. And this is hard for me, right? Because I really love all of the Straw Hats. But if I had to choose an order, this is what it would be. You know what I'm saying? If I had to. But like I said, I don't dislike any Straw Hat. I think all of them are great. I think all of them do their own thing. You know what I'm saying? But the very first one is actually, it's kind of two. I can't really choose between them. I think they interchange. I don't know. I really don't know. But it's Luffy and Sanji. You know what I'm saying? Those are my two favorite Straw Hat characters. Probably favorite characters in One Piece. But I just don't know who I like more. You know what I'm saying? I really like Luffy and like just how he is. Obviously, you know, we see the show. But like the way he is with his friend. He fights for them and does everything he believes in. He's a pirate. You know what I'm saying? And like he's supposed to be bad. But he's just a good guy overall. You know what I'm saying? He believes in freedom. And I like how he also forgives these people that like kind of wronged him too. You know, Bellamy coming back, he's like, Bellamy, you're my friend. You know what I'm saying? Like he's a cool, very interesting guy. And then Sanji, you know, he's just a homie. I really like how he cares about people as well. And Luffy's just kind of dumb. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think I saw this like SBS with Oda, and someone asked him like early, like, why isn't Luffy afraid of these people, you know? And he literally said, because he's dumb. And obviously that's kind of a joke, but he is very dumb, where to the point I don't think he thinks sometimes logically about situations, like taking on emperors, doing all this other stuff. But fate is on his side, so obviously he's good. But like Sanji, I feel like is more the character. It's like he thinks this stuff through, and like I remember the moment when Luffy was like, oh, if you don't, with Usopp, you know, in Water 7, he's like, if you don't do this, blah, blah, blah. I forgot the exact line, but it's like, if you don't want to get rid of the mayor or something, like, get off this ship or something. And like basically trying to like saying, get the hell out of the Straw Hats, basically. And Sanji just like kicked Luffy, like, what the fuck were you about to say? You know what I'm saying? Like, I just really like Sanji's, how he cares about people. And obviously he's a badass, you know, he's the number 3 in the group, but he's always there for his friends. You know, he's a very nice and good guy who, I don't know, I just really like his character. Sanji and Luffy kind of interchange for me. I'd probably maybe put Sanji number 1, maybe. I don't really know. I really like them both. But anyways, going to the second one, Zorro, obviously, you know, Luffy's right hand man, vice captain, claimed by Bartolomeo. He's just a very good character. As much as he's like more of a macho kind of guy, you obviously tell he cares about like his friends and everything. And even when like Sanji was getting taken to Whole Cake Island, I remember Zorro was just chilling outside, and Luffy comes outside like, "Yo, why you chilling here, bro? You trying to listen? You worried about Sanji?" He's like, I'm not worried about him. But I don't know. He's a good person, but he's obviously, and he keeps them in check too a lot of times, especially in Water 7, talking again when he told Luffy like, "Yo, you can't just have Usopp join back. Like, it's not a trivial thing just leaving the group. You know what I'm saying? You have to apologize, and you're supposed to be our captain and take it serious. Like, if you're not gonna do that, I can't be under your ship," which was very real. Or even Puck Hazard, like, bro, we just entered the new world. Be serious. You know what I'm saying? Like, and obviously his fighting style is really cool. He's just a cool character. Number 4, I'd say Nico Robin. Her character is so cool. Like, she's such a badass, but also like a baddie, bro. What the fuck? She is number 1 waifu, bro. On God, I don't care what anybody says. Nico Robin over Nami, over Boa Hancock. Like, her character is just really cool. Obviously, she has a lot to do with the story as well. Her backstory was really sad and everything, and that ties in with like Ennie's lobby and everything. I don't know why. I just really like her character. She's very like cold and kind of can be think of the worst situations, but she's also very grounded and like more real world. I don't know how to explain it, but yeah, I'd say she's number 4. And then I'd say Brook, because Brook is just like, bro, this dude is just such an interesting character. He walks on water. Like, my list actually, if I don't know if you guys will see the podcast or like want to go check that out, but I'll probably leave it in the description. It'll be this Wednesday, like I said. But I put my top 10, which is very similar to what I'm gonna say today, but I actually really thought about it and my order is kind of changed. So after Nico Robin, I say Brook. Brook is just like such a cool person. Like, his story is very sad. The way he came in the Straw Hats, his connection with Laboon. I don't know. I just really love his like, his personality is so funny to me. I miss when he did like 45 degrees. It's been so long since we've seen that. How he's probably like his soul and everything like that. His soul sword, like his powers are so interesting. Like the way he clutched up in Whole Cake Island. I just really like his character. But then I say Jinbei, because Jinbei, he's obviously the newest addition. He helped more Luffy than the other members, but I just know he's like a homie, you know what I'm saying? And I kind of get this viewpoint from RTTV. He's kind of like the father, right? He's like the older kind of guy, more wise. He kept Luffy in check, like, "Oh, you lost Ace, blah blah blah, but remember the friends you had." He saved his ass. He donated blood to him. Like, he's all around a homie, especially the Sun Pirates and then them defending him at Whole Cake Island. Like, and he's always just been there for Luffy, and I'm glad he's on the Straw Hats, you know what I'm saying? He's just a very cool character, you know. He's always just been there for especially Luffy, but in hindsight, if you're there for Luffy, you're there for the rest of the group, right? Then I'd say Usopp. Usopp's like such a well-rounded character with he's like scared, but he's like, can you blame him? You know what I'm saying? He's a human that obviously can take a lot of damage, right? He's been through some shit, but when you're more not like a monster like Zorro and Sanji and things like that and Luffy, it's kind of crazy comparing him to these people, right? He's not as strong as them at all, and he's going up against these like crazy people with hockey and things like that. Like, I applaud him. I think he is pretty brave for going out to see it, being as like kind of weak as he is, even though I don't think he is weak, but like physically, you know what I'm saying? Like, going out to sea, going against these people, and always like showing up. I saw a comment, it was like from another video, it was like he runs away, but he doesn't run away, you know what I'm saying? He always clutches up. God D Usopp, my boy. And like, he made Nami's Clamaton, he brought the ship here, you know what I'm saying? He always repaired the ship every time it was broken. Like, he's always just been a homie in there for the crew ever since day 1. So, and I feel like he's always doing like little things that like tie in with the story as well. Next, I would say Tony Chopper. His voice actor is just like, it's amazing, bro. I love the Chopper's voice and the way like just Chopper is, his personality. He's like such a cute like little reindeer, but he's also just like, he can be serious, you know. He could really be there for his friends, his homies. He's a ride or die. He's a doctor. Like, his backstory was crazy with what's his name, Herculek or something. I just really like his character, and Tony Chopper is such a cool guy to have like in the crew, and just like some of the funniest moments are with Chopper too, you know. But anyways, next would be, this is hard, Frankie or Nami. I said Frankie because I feel like Frankie, like, he holds it down a lot. He's always a ride or die for his crew. His backstory was crazy back in Water 7. I remember like Dressrosa especially. I feel like that put him over Nami for me because his fight with Senor Pink was just so fucking funny. And then Senor Pink's backstory with like going into that and like the way they were like macho manly man, you know what I'm saying? Like, that shit was just crazy. I don't know. He's like the shipwright, you know, his connection with Tom and then Goldie Roger. Like, I just like Frankie's character a lot. He's just a funny dude who also just wants to do right. Like all these characters do. I mean, I love all these characters, but obviously I'm just ranking them. Then last, but definitely not least, I would say Nami. Nami, I really like her character. She's a navigator. She's very, very important. If we're talking ranking of importance of Straw Hats, she's definitely higher up. But I mean, all the Straw Hats bring such good stuff to the table, right? But yeah, like I said, I don't hate any of these characters. I don't dislike any of these characters. I'm just saying if I had to choose an order, this would it be. But like Nami, she's really cool. She definitely keeps like the crew in check a lot of the times and things. And you know, she has, I think she just got Zeus, right? Unless I don't know if Big Mom dying affects that, but yeah, she's very cool. I really like all the characters. But yeah, that is my Straw Hat ranking in order. All right, now we're gonna go to arcs, right? So we got arcs. I'd say probably my favorite arc so far was Whole Cake Island. Like I don't know why, but I just really liked. I think it's a lot of it, you know, with Sanji being like either my favorite or it's like I don't know, probably my favorite character, him being a part of it and just seeing him struggle and then his backstory and things like that. And I really love the way Oda brings these like things he seeds in early and then just putting it back, because it really puts in perspective how far ahead he's been in his time. Like I don't know why, but this is like such a little detail that I find so fascinating or like so cool. Is somewhere I think in chapter 43 or something, or 63 or something like that, when Luffy and what was it, the two brothers that knew Zorro and Sanji were heading to Arlong Park to go to Nami because she just went there, took the boat there. I just remember they were like talking about Jinbei and how he sent Arlong here or something, and then Luffy mentioned that I'm talking about going to the Grand Line, and then the other guy's like, yo, you want to go to the Grand Line? I forgot his name, but he was like one of the brothers, you know, or brothers. I don't know if they're actually brothers, but he's like, yo, you want to go to the Grand Line? Like, that's the scariest place, blah, blah, blah. And then he mentioned, Luffy said, really? Because Redfoot Zeph said it was a paradise, right? And then it's like, you don't really think much of that. Like, oh, it's paradise. Redfoot Zeph probably went there and was like, just, you know, he's so strong. He just didn't have a bad time there. But then you find out later when they go into the new world, it's like the characters there were like, yeah, the new world is so different than the normal Grand Line, right? And then they literally say, because the new world is so crazy and everything, they call the Grand Line paradise in comparison. And like, that's just like such a cool little detail that like, obviously he knew, you know, halfway across there's the red line because the red line went across, and that caused the new world. And the first half of the Grand Line is actually nothing compared to the second half of the Grand Line, the new world. So like they call that area paradise. Like just little things like that in One Piece constantly happen, like things you forget that brought up so much later. It's such a well thought out story and everything. But yeah, I'd say Whole Cake Island, I just really love the action. The fight with Katakuri was crazy, especially seeing with like the Emperor and everything like that. The story with Sanji, obviously his backstory, and all the action, everything that happened was just really cool. I really like Whole Cake Island. But one that is very, very close, my second favorite, is Water 7. Like the whole, okay, if we're talking Water 7, I'm including like Water 7, Annie's Lobby, and then like the little bit after, whatever, you know, with the burning mirror, you know, that like that whole, and then like the after, you know what I'm saying, when Garb showed up. But if I'm talking all of that, maybe Water 7 is my favorite. But I don't know, Whole Cake Island, Water 7, both peak arcs to me in One Piece and everything. But like Water 7 is just so crazy. So much stuff happened. I literally reread the chapters recently, like the last half, and so much information was dumped in that. We find out Monkey D. Dragon. You find out about what the new world is called. You find out about the 4 emperors. Be back to reintroduce the Kobe and everything. Like there's a couple more things I forgot, but you get so much information that becomes so important later on. And then like just with Usopp and Luffy fighting that altercation, with the reveal of CP9, bro. When I tell you, that's probably one of the biggest reveals in anime history that I ever experienced. I literally, those people look so fucking like terrifying to me, right? When they showed up and they were like using their iron body, and like someone tried to punch him and he no effect at all, and they just fucking crushed him with their masks looking hella sick and shit. Like that was so cold, but I really loved. And like the when they talk about how the pirates are so strong and everything, and we see Lucci grabbing the floor when the rope guy tried to do that shit to him, and then you see him take off the mask, or the bird flying him. I remember seeing the bird fly him, and I'm like, wait, why is it? I thought the bird was an op. I literally thought only the bird was an op, and I was like, oh shit, the bird is like a spy or something. And then Lucci takes off the mask, like that's Lucci, and then you see the rest of them. I'm like, oh. And then the secretary to the girl, like, bro, that was crazy. And then the way they just fucking stabbed Luffy, just the whole thing. Sanji getting on the bus or the train station, beating up those people, getting to Annie's lobby, like shooting the world government flag. Like there were so many good moments. Like even the powers that got introduced in that arc with Sanji's Diable Jamba, Zoro's Ashura, which we don't see until Wano arc, or don't see again, Chopper's Monster Point, Frankie getting to see some of his abilities, you know, his cola, the fight, Gear 2nd, Gear 3rd, which becomes so like pivotal. Like this, I don't know, that arc is just such a crazy, them escaping, Zorro losing his sword, like there's so much stuff that happened in that arc that was like, and then the reveal with Goldie Rogers and the ship, and then the Fishman, and then Frankie's backstory, like, and then tying that in with Robin's backstory and everything that happened with CP9. Like that arc actually might be my favorite now that I think about it. There's just so much pivotal, if I'm counting everything, you know what I'm saying, there's so many pivotal moments and so many good moments that I really enjoyed in that arc. Crazy, absolute madness. And then my third favorite, you know, just, yeah, going off on a tangent with that arc, but there's so much to talk about too in that arc. But anyways, Wano is probably my third favorite arc. It's either Wano or maybe Marineford. But I think Wano, it's because Marineford, there's so many characters that we saw, but we didn't get to see a lot of like everybody, you know what I'm saying? And their full potential. Obviously, they were trying to protect the island and everything like that. But with Wano, bro, just Luffy going against two emperors, like finding out about his true son, Nika, like, and it's not even done yet, obviously. I still think it'll be like a Dressrosa situation where it'll be like 12, 15, 20 more chapters of dealing with the Navy, having a banquet, all that other stuff. But yeah, Wano's just been crazy. Zorro with his Enma, finding out more about his father, his history, his village. We still don't know. I don't know. Kuina is such a mystery to me. I honestly have thought she was Tashigi for so long, up until recently. I literally was like, okay, maybe that's not her. But I was hoping. I really was hoping. But Wano, definitely crazy. I don't want to drag it too long. I've always been talking for a while. Yeah, it was a very good arc. I really enjoyed it. Really enjoyed seeing the power-ups in the hockey and things like that. And Whole Cake Island 2, where you find out more about like the future hindsight hockey, stuff like that. Honestly, I wish we could have saw a little bit more of Kaido and Big Mom, if I'm being completely honest. I feel like them being the four emperors, right? Like I know Kid and Law had their fruits awaken, and I know that Luffy got his devil fruit awaken and stuff, but like I don't know, I wish that we could have just seen more than just like a physical attack from Kaido, you know what I'm saying? Maybe, I don't know, maybe they're still alive. We saw them in the pool of magma. I kind of guessed that they just blew up, like they just basically they showed that so that they could show them exploding. Like obviously maybe Luffy's attack wasn't enough to kill him, Law's attack wasn't enough to completely kill him, but mixed with that huge magma explosion, it's like, all right, they're dead, you know what I'm saying? Winner Luffy. You never know, maybe they'll come back into the story somehow, especially with Pudding. You know, we don't know much about her with her eye and stuff like that. Like still haven't revealed who she was gonna marry, that would have like who Big Mom was saying, oh, I could have beat Shanks, could have beat Whitebeard, could have beat Roger by now or something. But I don't know, Wano's just been crazy. It's not over yet, but still, I really like that arc. Probably my third favorite. Honorable mentions though, obviously, Marineford, Alabasta's was really good. I really liked Dressrosa, but my problem was I think the pacing just ruined it for me, you know what I mean? Like sometimes it'd be half a chapter an episode. It really would just drag on. That's why I started reading the manga during that, like more that thing, which I read like half of the story manga, but I still watched the rest of the arc as well, like through my like TV. The pacing was just really bad, and I remember just like when I was first starting One Piece and I was like Alabasta arc, I just finished it like episode 130, and I looked like what chapter was adapted from that, and it said like 220 I think it was chapters, and I was like, nah, I just know the pacing's gonna get bad. So I looked it up and people were like, yeah, after like episode 500 the pacing just gets terrible. I'm like, fuck. I like some of the moments slow down because it's such like a good way to build the suspense and the emotion and everything like that, but like a lot of the time it's just like really just like, fuck, you know, it's 20 minutes long and you have the other stuff to do, so it's like, you know what I'm saying? If I was like younger, you know what I'm saying, I'm 19, but if I was like younger, like 14, 13, and I just went to school and I was watching anime, like I probably wouldn't care because it's like I could just, you know, I have nothing else to do, right? But yeah, now that I'm older, it's kind of like, fuck, I really should be doing something else, right? I like Dressrosa a lot. It's just like the pacing was kind of iffy. Shout out Island Park, you know, a lot of people really like that. I really like the walk moment was fucking cool. I really like Drum Island when Luffy was carrying Sanji in his teeth and he dropped in that one time and he just like, bro, that was crazier to me, honestly. Like that was really like, I was thinking like, damn, could I do that? Like I don't even know, that just brought different emotions to my face. And it was like freezing, so he's getting like frostbite and shit, and he's just carrying his friends up that hill like, I'm gonna make it for his people, you know. Shout out Bon Clay, you know, honorable mention Bon Clay being the homie saving us twice. I'd say my favorite people outside the Straw Hats is probably like Law, Shanks, and I don't know, maybe Sabo. I'm not exactly sure. Law, Shanks, and I mean Blackbeard is super cool to me. Like as a villain, is so sick. Emu is such a mystery. The Gorosei, I think their name is like that. Those people are cool, and I really want to know how strong they are. Especially since that one guy has like a sword. I don't know what sword that is, but it looks like it's from Wano too, right? And Kuzan's pretty cool too, but I have no idea what he's doing now. You know, I wonder if he'll be in this war that is probably upcoming in the future. But yeah, just talking One Piece, man. I just wanted to come here, you know, kind of give my thoughts on like favorite moments, things like that. Luffy punching a celestial dragon was, oh my gosh, like I remember watching that and I just had to watch RTTV's reaction like right away. But I just wanted to come here, just let you guys know that I'm gonna be doing reactions, you know, starting from here on out. I really love One Piece, really love the story. Story is such a cool thing to me. The way they tie things in from the past into the future is like, Oda must have, you know, crazy observation hockey to do some of this shit. But like the way he mentions like moments and then it gets brought up so much later is crazy. Questions I'm wondering, what is that big straw hat in what was it, Mary Hua? I don't know exactly how to say it. Mary Joy, Mary Swa, whatever it is. In Pangea Castle, we saw someone down there. I don't know if that was Emu. Why was Shanks there? You know, some people were like, this dude ate the rat fruit or something. Just so funny. But I don't think he's a snitch. You know, I think he had a purpose for saying that. After I finished the manga, I started looking at One Piece theories quickly because me and my friend talked about it on the podcast, and I wanted to like talk about things I found out or things are predicting, or you know, whatever it is, talk more about the future, what I think will happen. So like I said, if you guys are interested in that type of topic, go listen to the podcast. It'll be up, like I said, June 8th, this Wednesday. We talk a lot about One Piece. I could go on about the story. I definitely want to talk more about One Piece sometime later on too. Right now I really want to just jump into the chapter reaction, which will be next video. Should come out the same day, hopefully. So many good moments too. Like I said, I really want to talk about more One Piece. Maybe I'll do sometime in the future like a live stream or something. Maybe I'll start live streaming once I get better equipment and we could just have conversations about it. Or I'm gonna start reacting to it. Like I said, I can't wait to get into that, and putting like every single week I'll be there with the community. I want to get into that community, you know what I'm saying? Because I think it's so cool that we're all just like current. It's so current, and we're just waiting for new chapters and finding out new things at the same time. Like that's so sick to me. I don't know. There's so much questions about One Piece. You know, what is Shanks? What's the new One Piece film Red that's gonna come out, which would be really cool. Hopefully we find out more about him. What are the plans of some of these people? We've seen Blackbeard since like Drum Island, right? Remember he's the one who like Wapple was afraid of, and that's why he like left the country or something. Then his reveal and his ideology different from Luffy. Then Nico Robin, her story with Professor Clover gonna say the name of the island, then he couldn't. And then the Gorosei says he knew too much. Then Emu get introduced, and then the Void Century, the Blank History, the Future Fruit, like, and then Wano getting more answers about Zorro's family. Like, I don't know, there's just so much. Where are we going next? I can't wait. I cannot wait to react. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I know I missed things that I really wanted to say in this, but I just can't think of it right now at the top of my head. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you stuck through the video, you know, I was just kind of rambling about One Piece and like how much I really like it. Like I said, I just wanted to like talk about One Piece before, you know, I just jump into reactions in case people are interested on what I think. But obviously I have a lot more to say, but it'd take way too long. If you guys are more interested in what theories and things that me and my friend had, definitely go check out this Wednesday's podcast. Even in that podcast, we talked for like an hour and a half about One Piece, and we could have kept going. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's just so much to One Piece that is so cool. I'll definitely talk more about things as we go on, especially with like reacting the series. Obviously, there'll be things that get brought up and things we get answered, and I just can't wait. But like I said, next video, I will be reacting to chapter 1051, starting the journey. I hope you guys are here for the ride with me. Appreciate all you guys who watched it to the end of this video. Like I said, thank you guys for watching. If you're new here, or if you're not, like, comment, subscribe. Follow me on this journey. We're starting at the end of Wano, basically, but it'd be cool to be able to see the next place we go to. Maybe Elbaf, maybe Goladel, whatever the island is called. Maybe God Valley. I have no idea. But yeah, super excited. I can't wait. I keep like dragging on because I feel like there's more I want to say, but I have no idea. But anyways, I'll put my thoughts on chapter 1050 next reaction before I start reacting to chapter 1051, just to, you know, get caught up in everything. But yeah, anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate it. I'm gonna end this before I keep rambling. One Piece is amazing. I love the show. Definitely top 5 anime for sure. I don't have it like a top. My favorite anime is Hunter x Hunter. That's just my favorite, but I don't have another 2, 3, 4, you know what I'm saying? But anyways, hope you guys follow me in the journey, like I said before, and again. Thank you guys, and I'll catch you guys later. See ya.